Don't engage alone. We do this together.
Yeah!
Yeah!
We got it! We got
New 52 booklet.
it! Somebody clip this one.
Welcome to Comics League Indie Wednesday. I am Jared, and today I am going to be discussing Battle Chasers by Joe Madurera, art and written and plotted. So first off, I just want to encourage you guys, like, comment, subscribe to all of this. We got some great content coming up, and consider becoming a member because you will get our content early. I'm still deciding which exact content I'll put up there, but it'll be really fun. So again, join as a member. So on to this. So this is what I would describe as like D&D / Lord of the Rings, but as a comic book, because this is about as ridiculous as that, in a good way. Because here's the thing about Joe Madurera's art. It's very exaggerated, but in a good way, because it's a freaking comic book, it has to have some level of exaggeration, because you're dealing with people that are practically superhuman. I mean, they would have to be superhuman to survive this. But so what you got is you got a little girl named Gully, a like paladin warrior named Garrison. I'm trying to figure out how to describe Monica. Probably like a female badass named Monica, and a war golem named Calibretto. And this volume 1, at least, well, technically the complete volume, but this just continued, is showing how this group came together. It's like a lot of them knew each other from like other adventures, but this is the first time they came together as a squad. And it's a fantastic story. So let's go into this. So again, if you don't know who Joe Madureira is, he did like a lot of Deadpool. After the character was created, he got so popular that what they did was they gave Deadpool his own series, which I have on my to read pile over there, which I'm gonna do a review on that for book club. And so Madurera did that. He went and did some gaming. In other words, he helped design the game Darksiders, and obviously this, and then he did the comic for Image. So it's just really his, like, this is his Wildcats, in other words. And the book basically follows Gully as she's trying to find her father, because her father's like this big badass warrior who everyone talks about as if he's like Superman. He's like a legend. So Gully wants to find her father, so she enlists the aid of like a wizard and Calibretto. The wizard's name is Nolan. So she enlists Nolan and Calibretto, and then later Garrison, to help her find her father. What's kind of funny is that Garrison, previous to this, it keeps having run-ins with Red Monica, which you find out that they train together and such. So they're familiar with each other. It's just like, I think they were like together, but it turns out he became like what amounts to a cop, and she became like a rogue. So there was always that tension there, which I think is really freaking dope. And then in terms of like the overall story, basically it's just them getting from point A to point B, going on a nice little side adventure. It's really fun. There's tons of action. Yet they fight werewolves, and in this, werewolves are actually accurate. Twilight. In this, they don't turn into actual freaking wolves. I emphasize this because that annoyed the hell out of me at Twilight. I only watched the first movie because my ex-girlfriend, emphasis X, forced me to watch that movie. But anyway, so they fight werewolves, they kill werewolves, they kill all sorts of monsters. Then you also have like Calibretto's dealing with like being a war golem, because apparently war golems were like basically Terminators in that they turn against their makers. So there's always that little tension. And then Gully's. It turns out the antagonist is actually Gully's brother, who's like, "Oh, our father never cared about you. He left," and all that. So you have like that typical stereotypical story. And besides that, love this story. It is extremely 90s in terms of like the art, in terms of like the way like particularly Red Monica is drawn. Everyone's got like massive like pecs and biceps and lots and lots and lots and lots to the 10th degree, lots of pouches. And the art, going off of that, Madurera's art is solid because here's what I call a very detailed, detail specific artist. So what I mean by that is that when they draw an image, they draw the entire image. And what I mean by that is like there's so much like detail in like the individual like panels of metal of like Calibretto's armor. They like take the time to like draw practically every pebble. So Joe, if you're watching this somehow, nice job, sir. And yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave that. I give this a solid 10 out of 10. I enjoyed this book a lot. I may add the new one to my back issue to my pull list, but yeah, I really dug that. So on that note, I'm gonna call it. So if you guys enjoyed this, please consider like, comment, subscribing. It really helps grow the channel. And consider being a member, because if you're a member, you get my content early. So enjoy that. And we have all sorts of great perks for the members. Like we're going to do a book club, we're going to do a movie club and everything. It's going to be really cool. And let me know, by the way, below any other indie books or indie creators you would like to see on the show. So what we have left is Under Two Capes. We're going to be talking about the Zack Snyder's Justice League Unlimited. If he did an animated series, that'd be expanded. And then we're going to be discussing for movie night Batman. Batman Return of the Joker, the animated movie from Batman Beyond, and then also for Comics League Dark, it's gonna be a little later. It's gonna be at 11:30 p.m. I'm doing that because I'm having the creatives behind the book Boobs of Steel, and they're going to talk about how like the comic book industry started drawing women less attractive and finding that problematic. So I'm very interested in that topic. So that's gonna be a fun one. And another episode of Super Wonder Legacy where we talk about like the misconceptions surrounding this coupling. So yeah, I think it's a good place to leave it. Again, like, comment, subscribe, everyone. Let me know what books you want to see, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.